The presidential primary is only a month away in Minnesota. Despite the large pool of Democratic candidates running against President Donald Trump, local city clerks still expect a low turnout in the primary. Reporter Pafua Yang joins us now with more. Pafua?
Shannon, city clerks say there's two reasons they believe people won't be showing up at the polls during the primary. One is because residents may not be aware of it due to the fact that it's the first primary in 3 decades in Minnesota. The second is because the party you vote for will be public.
It's going to be given to the parties, and then they can do in turn what they want. So right now there aren't any limitations on what they can do with that information.
Major parties can use the database to build voter outreach, including calling, mailing, and door knocking. So far, Brooklyn Center received roughly 40 absentee ballots in the last 2 weeks. The city of Crystal received 15 in-person ballots. Brooklyn Park received 100, and Plymouth has accepted about 120 ballots. Although voter turnout is expected to be low, city staff say they're ready in case things take a turn.
We are prepared and ready to go. Our judges have been trained, and we've got staff here for the absentee voting, no matter what the turnout is, whether we get surprised here and we get an uptick in the turnout. Plymouth is ready to go.
Hennepin County has issued more than 13,000 absentee ballots. So far, they've received and accepted about 5,000 by mail and in person. The deadline to pre-register is next Tuesday. Voters have the option to register at their polling place on presidential primary election day, which is March 3rd.
Thank you, Pafua. Mayor Jeff Lunde is in Washington, D.C., where he will attend Tuesday's State of the Union address as a guest of U.S. Representative Dean Phillips. The City Council approved his travel last week, and Lunde had this to say about the experience.
This is Brooklyn Park's honor. This is the result of Brooklyn Park. I, by elected position, get to represent the city, but it is the entire city that's been involved with this.
Representative Phillips said that he and Lunde worked together closely to push for a pathway to citizenship for Liberians on DED status. They are also working on extending light rail and affordable housing initiatives. The cause of a fire that badly damaged a home in Crystal remains under investigation. It happened Friday before 10 p.m. in the 5,000 block of Welcome Avenue. 4 people lived at the home. Everyone got out safely. The West Metro Fire Chief tells CCX News the damage was significant enough that the house will not be livable for some time. Technology is quickly changing how companies do business with each other. As Corey Bork explains in this week's Business Matters, a local marketing firm reveals 5 digital trends we can expect to see a lot more of, not only this year, but into the future.
Of course, being a digital agency, you have to have some funds.
Just north of the Brooklyn Park border,
and so
there's a company that has a way to connect employees to solve problems.
This is how we actually solve some office disagreements.
BusyWeb not only uses a game of Connect 4,
well, whoever wins the game of Connect 4 is the person that gets to go forward, right?
But has a blast from the arcade past to lighten the workplace mood.
What do you want to do? Learn about products, pricing, or educational content.
Dave Meyer founded BusyWeb 20 years ago.
People are expecting more.
Specializing in business-to-business marketing.
When I started in '99, it was super easy to just build a website and have magic happen. Now you need to deepen relationships with your customers.
Meyer sees 5 trends that can help companies grow. Number 1, search intent optimization, a fancy way of saying how your business can show up better in Google searches.
If you have a need for a birthday cake, what do? You open up your phone and you type in birthday cakes near me. So if I'm a baker, I'm not just optimizing for birthday cakes near me, but I'm gluten-free cakes, I'm baking, I'm anything else that people might be searching for.
Trend number 2, the rise of artificial intelligence.
A chatbot pops up.
Marketing statistics show customers will search up to 80 websites before they bother to pick up a phone.
An AI chatbot or an artificial intelligence chatbot will let me load all of my frequently asked questions on my website, and then someone can just type in a question and the AI will cross that and actually have a conversation with people.
Number 3,
My picture's down in here.
get ready for emails that include talking videos.
The fact that we all have phones and we're all on our little 4-inch devices all day long, we crave that human connection a lot more.
Number 4 is what Myers says is the biggest trend, inbound marketing.
Inbound marketing is the act of identifying high-value information for your customers and focusing your marketing around those high-value pieces. Instead of just trying to brute force sell people, to sort of brute force help people and just give them, here's what you're looking for, and by the way, now that you've told us that you're interested in that, here are some other things that you might be interested in.
Finally, gone are the days of big website launches. Myers says websites will be developed through a process called growth-driven design.
So it's the difference between long, arduous journey, big design, long, arduous journey, and small website, update, 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 update. And so it really helps you be more interactive and meet your customers' needs much better.
For Business Matters, Corey Bork, CCX News.
A familiar food trailer in Brooklyn Park took up a temporary new residence on Friday.
I'm here to give back to them for giving me a really good, fun, laughter opportunity in my life. I've been doing donuts for 15 years and it was hysterical.
Remember him? That is Philip the Donut Guy Lawrence. We featured him during the holiday season after local police boosted his business by announcing their investigation of someone doing donuts in the Brooklyn Park Fleet Farm parking lot. That post went viral and Philip's business exploded to the point that a second trailer was brought in to help him meet demand. On Friday, he gave back by locating his donut trailer where some might say it was always meant to be, the parking lot of the Brooklyn Park Police Substation.
The Wayzata girls hockey team has played well down the home stretch of the regular season. The Trojans faced the top-ranked team in Class A. The Breck Mustangs came to the Plymouth Ice Center. Breck dominates early. Ellie Keplinger skates into the circle and zips a wrist shot home, and it's 1-0, 2:26 into the game. Then it's Ava Lindsay with a great redirect goal for the Mustangs less than 2 minutes later, and Breck quickly goes in front 2-0. Watch this one. Allie Qualley wins the draw, and Emily Zumwinkle sends a long bank pass ahead to Olivia Mobley, who chases it down to score her 43rd goal of the season. Breck shocks Wayzata with a 3-0 lead, 5:36 into the game. But the second period is Wayzata's turn. Sammy Hackley's point shot deflects and flutters in, and the Trojans are on the board. Sophie Urban to Gretchen Branton to Sloan Matthews for a power play goal, and Wayzata's quickly within 3-2. 22 seconds later, Sammy Hackley shoots and Sophie Heyer buries the rebound. Wayzata storms back to tie it, and it's 3-3 after 2 periods. In the third, off a Breck turnover, it's Branton to Matthews, back to Branton for the goal, and that's the game winner as Wayzata with a huge comeback defeats Breck 4-3. In boys hockey, the Osseo Orioles were looking for their 3rd win of the week on Saturday as the Orioles played host to Coon Rapids. First period, the Orioles turned the puck over on their own end, and the Cardinals' Alex Billy is there. He scores on the short side and gives Coon Rapids a 1-0 lead. The Orioles tied on a power play. Daniel Ellingson to Gabrick Olsen, the shot stop, but there's Luke Sawicki knocking in the rebound, and it's a 1-1 game after 1. Early in the second, and the Orioles take the lead. They hold the zone here, and Sawicki feeds Cameron Klein with a pass. He nets his 7th goal of the season. It's a 2-1 game through 2 periods. In the third, Osseo's Adam Larson passes out to Klein, who feeds Jack Pojar. He scores on the one-timer. It's a power play goal. Osseo with a 4-1 win over Coon Rapids. The Brooklyn Center boys basketball team hasn't won since late December. Centaurs were looking to change that, though, as they played host to Fridley. First half, nice pass by Brooklyn Center Zayshawn Rich to Kalani Johnson. The senior finishes. Christian Crockett runs the break and dishes to Sherrell Davis. He scores for a 12-6 Tigers lead. BC's Casimir Chavis threads a really nice pass to Johnson. He scores again. Late first half, Fridley's goes inside outside, and the old Rube buries a three-pointer, and the Tigers have a 39-36 lead at the half. Second half, Damari Larkins gets the rebound, put back and foul for the Centaurs. And then it's Larkins driving and finishing with the left hand for two more. Danny Yates gets his defender in the air and steps in to hit the jump shot, cutting the Fridley lead down to 7. But the Tigers then go on a scoring run. Isaac Burns drives and scores here as Fridley beats Brooklyn Center 83-73. The end of the regular season is coming soon for high school boys swimming teams. Two top 10 ranked teams in Class AA met when Wayzata hosted St. Michael-Albertville. In the 200-yard freestyle race, Wayzata's Matt Gendro swims to the win. 6 seconds ahead of the runner-up. The sophomore wins at a time of 1 minute 49.64 seconds. 200 individual medley and a win for St. Michael-Albertville. It's the Knights' Elijah Christensen way out front. His winning time 1 minute 59.78 seconds. He later won the 100 free. Now to diving, where the Trojans take 3 of the top 4 spots, including senior Ethan Wheeler, who scores 281.35 points in the finals to win. Back to swimming. The 500-yard freestyle, Ilya Johnson of Wayzata glides home in first place with a time of 5 minutes, 6.43 seconds. Wayzata goes on to win the meet over STMA 105-81.